This is my life. It's not what it was before. All these feelings I've shared, and these are my dreams that I've never lived before. Somebody shake me, 'cause I must be sleeping. Now that we're here so far away, all the struggle we thought was in vain, and all the mistakes one life contained, they all finally start to go away. I can forgive, and I'm not ashamed to be the person that I am today. To myself to fall away and leave life bleed out in my hands again. Leave life bleed out in my hands, life lies bleeding.
Alright, thank y'all for tuning in to the Big Rick Show. Of course, y'all know me, Mr. Big Rick. My guest at this time is Mr. Daniel, the former CEO of the MWF, also aka DXL. Thank you, sir. How you doing today?
No problem. Appreciate it. Pretty good.
That's wonderful. If you haven't noticed on Mr. Jigsaw, aka Michael Jolly's Facebook statuses here recently, the MWF will be ending in April of 2013, which is also known as ATR.
Yes.
I would like your thoughts on that, sir.
I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad about it. It sucks ass. It really does. Because it's the only thing that I ever built with my friends that actually lasted. It was an actual company. As far as the fan base goes, we didn't really go that far out to get fans. You know, I mean, considering all these other shows around here, you got to pay to go to. We had a show you could come to for free. You didn't have to pay any money. There was no, no parking, none of that shit. Come to the house, sit in front of the stage, watch the show. And we had a pretty good fan base going. I mean, for a bunch of people who just got out there as a friend group and decided to start something, you know what I'm saying? But I guess all of it started back Royal Rumble. I believe it was 2011 or 2012, one or the other, probably 2011. We were all chilling at Tristan's apartment, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't chilled with Jolly and Tristan and all them for a long time. And I didn't know they were into wrestling like I was. I don't know how I didn't know that, being friends with them for so long, but I guess we missed each other with that. So we're watching Royal Rumble, and after the Royal Rumble goes off, they decide to have an apartment match. Basically, you're in the apartment, do whatever the fuck you can within the space provided. So, a few power bombs and flips off the stairs later, and literally they were doing flips off the stairs. They tore the closet door off, put it on 2 chairs from the kitchen, and tried to slam each other through it. Didn't work, didn't break. After that, that's what sparked the backyard wrestling idea. And Mr. Jolly, Jigsaw, and former MWF star, Mr. Justin, they came to me with the idea of me being the CEO. It wasn't exactly the easiest part to play, because I'm kind of not good at being a dick face. But then sometimes I can be mad at you, and I love being an asshole to you, so it's all good. But I am really sad to see all of it go down the drain. I mean, I can't really say it went all down the drain because, like I said, we've got spots in other promotions now, pro wrestling, that have seen our videos that are like, wow, they don't suck. They're actually really good. We beat out all the other brands on YouTube. We have 10,000 views on our YouTube page. I mean, that might not seem like a lot to you guys, but 10,000 views is a pretty big deal to us. I mean, we come from Bullitt County. You know, what comes from Bullitt County? Rednecks and crooked cops. That's it. That's it. We built something out of Bullitt County that everybody worldwide can see. Mayhem Wrestling Federation. 10,000 people took the time out of their day to peep our page out. When we would do countless shows with 20 or 30 people that would show up, we still had our YouTube fans. You know what I'm saying? We didn't sell out with the bullshit trampolines. We didn't do any fake shit. We did everything Totally legit. Everything, all of our bumps were authentic. Everything was authentic. All the shit you saw in our videos was real. If you seen somebody get hit in the face with a light bulb, they really got hit in the face with a light bulb. If you seen them get hit in the face with a chair, most likely they got really hit in the face with a chair. All the ladders, falling off the ladders, getting slammed through tables, thumbtacks, the bats, everything. All of the shit you saw us do. It wasn't fake. It wasn't fictional. That was real shit. I really went to the hospital, really got stitches. And then there's people out there that say, oh, well, it's not UFC. No, it's not UFC. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking UFC. I'm just saying most people that when they heard we were doing backyard wrestling, they said, oh, why are you doing backyard wrestling? Nobody likes wrestling. Dude, WWE has more fans than any sport on earth. You can compare any sport you want to, okay? WWE has more fans per state, per capital, all over the world than any other sport in the world. And that includes UFC. I'm not knocking UFC fighters. All I'm saying is it's a totally different sport. In wrestling, you have to know how to act, you have to know how to take pain, you have to know how to give pain, and you have to be coordinated. In a UFC match, all you have to do is know how to fight. That's it. You, another dude, go in, scrap. That's all. And like I said, I'm not knocking it, but it's just not our style. We're all friends. We're all cool with each other. We don't want to knock each other out. Although I will say, I did take a good kick to the face from Justin.
No kidding. He had a dick the size a bruise.
Let me tell you, it happened to my face. It happened to my face. Very last, matter of fact, Jigsaw, what was that show?
Loose Limbs, wasn't it?
It was Loose Limbs, yeah, it was.
Loose Limbs 2012.
Loose Limbs 2012. Last match, me and Justin Starr. So,
I was up front close and personal with that one.
yes, referee Rick over here, he reffed it and everything. I had the blade. For those of you who don't know what a blade job is, it's basically you get hit with something. People think you got hit with it and bled. No, you're actually down there with the camera off and you cut yourself with the blade. So after I bladed 3 or 4 times to get the illusion like I'd really been hurt, which, to be honest, if you watch the match, I really did get my ass whooped. Well, last move of the match, I go for the accelerator. As you all know, DXL finishing move. No, reversal into what was supposed to be a super kick, okay? Anybody that Shawn Michaels, do you know who that is? Super kick, okay? Right here, it's supposed to catch you. Instead of this region right here, no. Like I said, I tell everybody when they ask me. He came off my back. He took 2 steps forward. I took 3. Bam! All over my face. Knocked me slick the fuck out. And I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm a badass. No, I got knocked the fuck out. 2 seconds, I don't remember falling down. If you watch the footage, when I fell down, dude, I crumbled. It was like my legs gave out. And I woke up to a sweaty Justin Starr on top of me, pinning my ass. Of course. That was probably the shittiest time I've had in the MWF. Of course, having to hear about it wasn't awesome either, because every motherfucker that likes to talk about, especially Justin. Justin loves to mention it, about the big penis shots bruise he left on my face, all the way down, that I had to tell people about for fucking a month. They thought I got beat up in an alley somewhere. And I had to tell them, no, I was back here wrestling with all my buddies.
That was some good shit.
Oh, dude.
You've seen the photos on Facebook where it's outlined as a penis.
Always quality entertainment.
Another thing. How's your arm doing? Before we respond, let me bring the man up to date on this. The last show was Blackout, right? Blackout. He was in a gauntlet tag team match, and he was teamed with MLC. And then you had Jigsaw and Serotonin. Oh, in the middle of his dispute with Jigsaw, he landed on something and put a pretty big size cut on his arm. You can actually see his meat just flapping around in there. So
it was not pretty. We start off the match, everything's good. Take the first blow from Jigsaw, which always gets the fucking blood pumping. Everything's going gravy. Then I take my first bump. I get hit with a chair, go down. Don't think anything of it. Don't, it's wrestling, whatever. We're still wrestling around. I go to get up. I notice I got a little bit of blood on me. I figured, oh, it's probably from somebody else. Well, I see people start giving me funny looks. So I didn't know what was going on. I said, fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead. Went to pick Patrick up, which is Serotonin. Went to pick him up for a fisherman suplex. Well, when I did that, he pretty much went dead body. Anybody don't know what dead body means? It means when you're trying to wrestle with somebody and they go dead body, you're not doing shit. Because without their help, you can't pull it off. So after that botch up, I went to Jigsaw, tried to do a move on Jigsaw. Jigsaw apparently saw the cut before me too, and did the same thing. Well, after getting put to the ground again, I happen to look over to my right, and I see nothing but blood. All over my fucking shirt. All over my sleeve, and I pulled my big ass arm over, and I had about a 4-inch gash. It was nasty.
You have the scars still?
Kind of.
Try and get a close up for the fans to see.
Well, if you can still see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Crunchy.
You probably can't see it.
Very
Probably
crunchy.
can't see it on the camera.
Something right here. See that little dark spot right there? Yeah, that was a pretty deep cut.
It was horrible. And the worst part is I had to lie to the nurse when I got there. They asked me what I was out doing. I told them I was helping my friends put up Christmas tree lights. And one of my friends had swung a light bulb and hit me. Seemed cool enough for me at the time.
Oh, Christmas lights.
Yeah. They all looked at me like I was retarded. They knew I was lying, but anyway, to sum all that up, dude, I've had the best time of my life in the MWF. People, like I said, people can say what they want about me, you know what I'm saying? The DXL shit, you know what I'm saying? They can say what they want about all that, but I genuinely had fun with wrestling. Like, I mean, there's probably a few people that probably will never take me serious in rap now in the music industry. I mean, I've been doing the music shit way before wrestling, and now when they see my wrestling, they're probably gonna be like, oh, this dude, you know, he's just some fucking goofy ass motherfucker. No, dude, I'm still dedicated to music, but I love wrestling. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that I don't love it. You know, it's a fucking passion of mine, just like it is Jolly, just like it is Justin, just like it is Tristan. And we had to do this to get noticed, to get in the federations. I mean, there's good federations around here. LCW is a great federation. SWE is a great federation. You know, there's all kinds of D1W is a great federation. But to get in there and be accepted with all the people who've been doing it for years, you've got to do something different. And I feel like the MWF was very different. I feel like a lot of people there didn't see any of that shit before we came along. There were a few backyarders in those federations, but nothing like we did. I mean, if you have footage, then roll it, and I'll, you know, you can prove me wrong. But like I said, we have the footage to back it up. I'm just sad to see everything go down like that, but it's okay because it's not the end of the journey for me or Mr. Jolly or Justin, because most of us are going pro. We will be in real federations. You'll probably have to say pay $5 to see us, which is okay because we're fucking amazing. Got Mr. LCW referee right here. Cool as a motherfucker.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with your company one day, by the way.
Thank you.
But yeah, dude, I'm sad to see it all go down because, like I said, we built it from the ground up. We went from, you know, shooting photo sessions in the park, you know what I'm saying, to just kicking it in the fucking crib, to doing brainstorming, you know, in a big room full of 15 people, just, you know, just talking about wrestling. Just a bunch of wrestling fans that put their heads together and built something out of it. You know, a lot of people like a lot of shit, but you're not going to go out and make your own, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what we did. You know, so I mean, it wasn't a total waste. It was actually really dope. We got, like I said, 10,000 views on Facebook. You know, 10,000 views on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Our Facebook was alright, but it wasn't great, which is Facebook, so who cares? But I mean, our YouTube was great. We still have our great videos up. You want to peep all that out? MWF Wrestling 2012. Go there, peep all our shit out.
11.
You can still get to it either way. 12, 11, I tried both of them.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, like I keep saying, man, I'm sad to see it all go down. But who knows? Maybe one day, when we ain't doing shit when we're 35, you know, we might get some fresh faces in this bitch. We might do it over again. But until then, we're done with backyard. I mean, we're done with backyard wrestling. I mean, we would keep it going, but too many people are leaving. You know, it's just not worth.
Talent to come in.
Yeah, it's not worth. It's not worth the effort put forth. We have to pay more money to put on these shows than you people realize. Like, the tables cost all kinds of money. The fucking chairs that we break constantly cost money. The fluorescent light bulbs cost money.
At $45 for a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Just from the fall down and break on my own.
And people are just like, oh, you know, well, who cares about that? We give a shit, you know. Usually it's you guys paying to see us. We're paying for you motherfuckers to come. You know, and we still had to pull teeth to get people to come see it.
No kidding.
But like I said, I don't have any regrets. You know what I'm saying? I got my ass whooped a few times. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had a few botch ups. You know, that I wasn't really happy about. But other than that, dude, the MWF is a family. We'll always be a family. It just won't be called the MWF.
It's true. It's very true. And I'm here sitting and being honored to work with y'all. As you know, my obligation and my verbal contract expires on that same day with MWF. So I'm pretty sad to go. But if y'all haven't seen my last update video, I have a new contract already verbal signed that starts next month. So y'all make sure y'all flip it out. Anyway, so after April 21st, the very last match, the very last day, what are your plans going forward April 22nd?
After the long-awaited last show of the MWF, I plan on taking a wrestling hiatus for a little while. There's a lot of things in my life I need to get straight. But after all that, I plan on hitting my weights, hitting my treadmill, slimming down a little bit for the ladies, you know how I do it, and jumping in a pro ring with the real wrestlers, with a real ring, real rules, real referee, real stipulations, real belts, all the legitimate shit that you guys pay $5 to see. You gotta come out and support your boy. But that's how we started this, you know what I'm saying? We started it with, let's just do it to do it, and then it got to, let's keep doing it until we get contracts. And that's what happened, you know what I'm saying? People peeped it out and was like, hey, you guys might not be bad at this. Somebody gave us a chance. And that's pretty much how we was at. Somebody just gives us a chance, peep our shit out. So yeah, hopefully pretty soon I do plan on being a pro wrestler. Straight up pro. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would support me. I don't know what my persona is going to be. I don't know any of my gimmicks, any of that shit yet. I don't know my finishing moves, so don't ask me all those questions. I don't know. I don't know what name I'm going under, all that. All I do know is I just want to wrestle. And it will most likely be for LCW. Of all the federations I've peeped out so far, that's probably the only one that I feel comfortable working with right now. I'm not knocking any other federation. D1's dope. SWE's dope. I just don't know.
And WCCW is too far away.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not going to Indiana or Ohio to wrestle. I'm not doing it. You know, they don't.
You don't even need a license in Indiana.
Really?
Yeah, you just go there, they train you, and deuces, I'm in the ring, yo.
But no, dude, the way I feel about it is I might not be the best wrestler, but I'm not going to travel that far to wrestle if you're not giving me something. You know, I'm not going to another state to be a wrestler. I'm going to wrestle in the state of Kentucky. If we have a show somewhere else, I'll go. But as far as being in a federation in another state, no, that's not going to happen. I will be a KY pro wrestler until I get to somewhere else better. OVW. In about 10 years.
Or whenever you come up with $1,200 a month.
Yeah, $1,200 a month.
Something like that. Alright, so well, what do you think about Tristan and Jolly, and have you heard or spoken to Derek, also known as Drill Bit, or Juggernaut, which is also known as David? Those guys are pretty difficult to reach. I'm trying to get them on the show. I just don't know if I'll be able to have the resources to do so.
Yeah, we actually started with a lot of people. We had upwards of 15 roster wrestlers. Like I said, for those of you who don't follow wrestling, that means nothing. But to have 15 people that want a backyard wrestle with you, that's pretty much a big fucking deal to us. So we had 15 people we started with. Like you said, David, Moore, Juggernaut, Drill Bit, Derek Despain, Patrick, Underwood, Serotonin, Corey Stearman, and Corey Happystar. Dude, we had a whole pack full of people. And, you know, we didn't even know each other when this shit started. That's the coolest thing about it. I didn't know Stearman. I didn't know anybody besides Jolly and Justin and fucking Tristan. And I didn't even really know Tristan all that well. But after all of this, we're fucking best friends, dude. Like, I love these dudes with my fucking all, dude. If anybody ever fucked with my people, I would fuck you up. So just remember that, okay? If your name is Tristan, Jolly, Justin, or anybody affiliated with the MWF, don't fuck with my people, okay? I love these dudes to death. We did have some hard-ass times doing the MWF, I'm not going to lie. That shit was stressful as fuck. There was a lot of nights I went to sleep thinking about this shit, couldn't even sleep because I was so nervous about the fucking show. I mean, like I said, dude, it gets a lot realer than people realize. Like, they think it's all staged, all fake. No, real heart goes into all this shit. You know, anything you care about doing enough to do it for other people, you're going to want to put your foot in it. And as far as Jolly, dude, Jolly is a great fucking wrestler, okay? Jolly is probably one of the dopest wrestlers we have that could actually go to pro wrestling right now if he chose to. Justin, you already know, is an awesome wrestler. He's already in pro now. He already made the transition, so we're proud as hell of him. Tristan, I believe, wants to do it, but I don't know if he has the stability, much like myself right now, to be a wrestler. Like I said, I want to do it, but as far as right now, I won't be doing it for a while. You know, Josh, Derek, David, I don't know what their plans are. I haven't really talked to them a lot, you know, since this has been ending, because it's kind of difficult to get everybody in the same spot now that everybody's moving all over the world. I don't know what their plans are. I'm hoping they at least plan on working for maybe a federation or something, maybe doing some camera work or, just doing anything wrestling related would be awesome. They all put their heart in that shit. Every wrestler we had, 110% every time. They went home hurt. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went home hurt at least one time. We all had to deal with it.
Yeah.
Hell, even Rick over here took a few RKOs. I mean, sometimes you just got to do it,
So I got my retribution though, so I'm okay.
Yes, pedigree.
Yeah. Hey, that was good times. That was great.
Dude,
I never felt so more alive in my life.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't trade that shit for anything in the world. If we had 10 views on YouTube right now, I'd still say I wouldn't trade anything at all. If it was 10 on YouTube instead of 10,000, I'd still be like, man, what the fuck?
That was a pretty nice atmosphere. Very, very different than what I'm used to.
Right? It was a bunch of friends just fucking off, just doing what we wanted to do.
It was amazing.
Even got the cops called.
Yeah, no kidding.
3 times almost we got the cops called. The 11 Junction Police, Hillview Police. Didn't get the Shepherdsville Police, but that's because, well, we got lucky. We weren't in Shepherdsville.
Yeah, no kidding. Damn assholes.
But actually, I mean, dude, like I said, I have no regrets about it. It got us to where we want to be. As far as the DXL thing, I'm pretty well known now. You know what I'm saying? As far as just being some fat kid from Shepherdsville, 500 followers on Twitter, pretty good list of contacts on Facebook, pretty good list of contacts in general. I know a lot of good wrestlers now, real pros in the county that are actually teaching me shit and trying to help me out a little bit. And I don't know, dude. I love the shit. Like I said, I'm sad to see it go. If there was anything we could do to keep it from going and still go pro, trust me, we would. But due to the Kentucky regulations, like I said, backyard wrestling will never be legal. It will never be allowed to happen. It will always be that one thing that's frowned upon by other wrestlers and other people. So I believe the year and a half that we had, speaks a lot about us. Like a lot of people would have quit a long time ago if we had the last shows we had, Some of our last shows were okay, Our best show though, the best one ever, the first throne room, it was the shit. Michael Jolly versus Justin Hickerson. That was the baddest match. That shit was the shit. You need to check it out on YouTube. If you want to see a swanton bomb off with an ambulance, a flaming table spot, it was the shit. F5s galore. If you don't know what an F5 is, then turn this fucking video off. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking dope.
Yeah, what he said. Don't turn the video off.
Yeah, that was just me.
It's Brock Lesnar's finisher move in WWE. Overrated. Anyways, so was that your favorite promo that you like? That was actually my next question. Is that over the 1.5 to 2 years that you've been in MWF, there's been a lot of promos done, and which one was your most favorite out of the ones that have been shot?
My favorite with me was probably me and Justin's feud. Was probably my favorite. That's just mine because I'm biased because I was in it. And me and Justin had our little back and forth, which actually, to be honest with you, there was a time before our matches that, I was thinking, man, Justin's going to try to outshine me. He's going to fuck me up. Really, he's going to knock me out. Just to do it, And I actually started to get to trust him a little bit, and then we had some good matches. But my favorite match of all time to this whole thing would probably be Throne Room. That show, the first Throne Room, was probably the best crowd we had. We had 15 people for the crowd. It was great. We had a dope, loud-ass crowd that was ready to fucking, yell and root. And then we actually surprised them all. You know what I'm saying? They expected to see, fucking dumbass little plastic bats and dumb shit that you do on YouTube. Yeah, I'm talking UXTW. Trampolines, all that dumb shit. And they actually came and were surprised. We had tables, ladders, chairs, fire, an ambulance in the fucking backyard. Tell me that's not fucked up. So you combine your swanton bombs off your ambulances, you combine your fires with your tables, all that violent shit. It's a beautiful time, dude. It was the best show we'd ever had. Everybody was clicking, everybody was on their A game. It was beautiful. We had a few slip-ups here and there, but every show had slip-ups. But that was probably, in essence, whenever I think about MWF, I always think about Throne Room. That one day where everything went right. Everything went right. All the matches were dope. That's pretty much it. I loved them all, but Throne Room was by far the best.
That's wonderful. Are you kind of sad and disappointed that you're not the world champion just yet, knowing that it come April 21st that this is all gonna be over with, or are you gonna?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was kind of disappointed in the whole MWF championship thing, but then I started kind of thinking outside of backyard wrestling. I mean, it's dope to have a group of friends and you to be known as a champion. That's dope. I mean, of course, I hang out with nothing but champions because, like I said, we're the shit. But to have that belt means a lot when you invest a lot of time in it. So, does it mean a lot? Yeah. Am I going to tell you I'll never be champion? I guess you'll have to find out. So, no, I'm not really all that disappointed about it. I'm actually looking more forward to winning a pro wrestling belt because that would just be, like, to me, cool as a motherfucker. You know, to actually be in a pro league and, like, people actually be like, hey, look, that's the actual champion, you know. Doing Walmart autographs and shit like that, you know how I am about that.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. It's a belt. That's how I see it now. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Back when we were into it extremely bad, yeah, I really wanted that belt. Like I was ready to smash a motherfucker up the head for it.
Yeah, that's intense. That's pretty nice, man. Is there anything else that you want to address the YouTube fans and people around the world?
I just want to say to everybody that supported us, whether it was by YouTube or Facebook, you know, if you took the time out to like a status I made about MWF, I really appreciate it. I sincerely appreciate it. Because most people, when you approach them with an idea like that, it's kind of goofy, you know. It's like saying, hey, bro, I'm going to start a theme park. Who's really going to do it? But actually, surprisingly, the people that I actually thought were going to put me down for starting this shit up actually cheered all of us on. We had people sitting in the crowd that we never thought would come out. You know, so I just want to say thank you to all them people, you know, everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube that actually helped us out, supported us, all the pros that supported us even though we weren't pro, you know, all the ones that still watch the videos, you know, all the ones that aren't holding it against us, you know, that we want to be pro, but we were backyard. You know, so I just want to thank everybody out there for supporting what we like to do. And I appreciate it sincerely.
Alright, that's Mr. Daniel, DXL from the MWF, so I want to thank you once again for coming out.
Not a problem anytime.
And I got more videos coming soon for y'all, so y'all just stay tuned. Catch y'all later.
To myself, don't fall away and leave.